Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Tommy Spears.
Guys, keep it going for him. How we doing tonight? Awesome. A woman I was seeing recently told me that I look like beta male Clark Kent. To which I said, that is not what roleplay means. We're not doing that. I'm jealous of Clark Kent, by the way, in a huge way. Did you guys see the new movie? Yeah. I'm very jealous of that guy. When I was growing up, only glasses superhero out there. Took off his glasses, he's Superman. I take off my glasses, fully blind. Horrible, nearsighted, 2 astigmatism, scar in my left eye, colorblind. I drove here tonight, it's fine. One of the only white Americans who can still look you in the eye and say, I don't see color. Or shapes, so. Guys, I will be 34 tomorrow! And just like Jesus Christ, I'm closing out 33 by dying in front of a crowd. Perfect. Love it. Decisions led here. Speaking of decisions, I've been playing a little game at home that I think some of you might also play. It is called Weed versus Adderall. Are there other high scores in the back? Yeah. For me, I'm just trying to answer the question, am I going to get anything done today, or am I going to get everything done today for good? Yeah. I have good habits, too. I just started smoking cigarettes again. Give it up. We got to get Americans back outside, whatever it takes. I know, I could tell right away, by the way, that I was going to have to quit smoking as soon as I started again. Adults treat you different when you're an adult who, knows the facts and is still like, yeah, kill me, whatever. To that effect, I think if you saw me around normally, I look pretty dorky, I stepped out of the 50s. I got thick glasses. I feel like you'd see me and be like, I bet that guy reads a lot of books. And I think if you saw me the same but smoking a cigarette, you'd be like, oh, I bet that guy just reads The Catcher in the Rye over and over and over. Real page turner there. I am bisexual. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, of course. Give it up for indecision. I didn't know I grew up in Indiana. We didn't have bisexual when I was growing up. We had gay, and we had straight, and we had Illinois, and that was it. Those were the lines. I grew up kind of wholesome. I was a VeggieTales kid. Are there veg heads in here? Yeah, all right. If you don't know, VeggieTales is a great primer for growing up queer in the church. Hear me out. The main character is Bob the Tomato. And what is a tomato? It's a fruit that's not allowed to say it's a fruit, so it just shows with its friends about Jesus. Befriends a 6-foot-tall cucumber. Do the math, guys. Who are we fooling here? I realized I was bi during the pandemic. That was fun. But as soon as I looked at lockdown, I was like, I'm getting on the apps. I'm doing this. I'm swiping both ways. I learned something very quickly. Men, whole species wide, we don't know how to flirt. There's not a male loneliness epidemic. There's a male likability crisis, and we're doing nothing. A man's idea of flirting is to have a Tinder bio that says, not gonna lie, just wanna fuck. Did you try lying, sir? I was, at the same time, I was trying to expand my horizons all over. I was trying to date more women of color, Black, Latina, Asian women, and they weren't really swiping back on me. And I gotta say, I feel like I get it, because I look a little bit like the villain from History. If we were gonna cast a Tyler Perry movie in the room, I'm definitely the guy in the trailer who's like, well, then we'll tear down the rec center and put up condos. Medea's gonna teach me a lesson about family. That much is clear. I just came out to my parents last week. Thank you guys. I learned this after the fact, by the way. If you're bi, you don't have to do that. We're not required by law. I wish I'd known that before. I was scared going into it. I really was. I was very scared. And my fear went both ways, too. This straight half of my... no, true. The gay half of my brain was like, okay, they've been pretty cool, pretty liberal so far. But what if once this touches their life for real, they're not? And they reject me. And I don't have my family in my life anymore. That's scary. Yeah. And the straight side was scared that he was going to have an emotional conversation for 5 minutes. Eye contact and everything. It's a nightmare. I was going to come out to them earlier. We went on a beach trip, the whole family, earlier this year. And I was like, all right, I'm going to come out. And then I got in a fight with my older sister. She came over and said that my mom and I were talking too loud while her sons were screaming the Paw Patrol theme song. So I didn't come out. Now, does that make my older sister a homophobe? Yeah, of course it does. It's fine. Who's woke now, Kate? But I was in North Carolina where they live a couple weeks ago. I was there for a comedy fest. And I had all Saturday off. We were going to celebrate my mom's birthday. All this stuff planned. And I'm like, great. Whole day together. Just got to pick the spot to tell him. First place we go, Oktoberfest. Yeah. Sort of mixed feelings, you know? Germany's come a long way, but when the Germans turn on you, they turn hard. Things are going great. Then 1936 happened. Stuff changes. That's all I'm saying. We went to the next place. My little sister booked us several hours at a sauna, a European sauna, which is an ideal place to come out as bi. You're never going to see that much foreskin again. There's so many aggressively naked Finns in there. I'm like, me coming out as bi is going to be the least weird thing today. I was worried. Finally, we got home. I'm like, I'm just going to pull the trigger. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. And I told him, like, look, I want you to know this. I want you to know me, for real. And, like, I'm bi, and it happened for a while. My mom was right away like, this doesn't change anything. We still love you. You're just as unemployable as you were before. My dad was weird about it a little bit. He was like, no, it's good, fine. It's a bit standoffish. About an hour later, he says, so, the bisexual thing. Great way to start a sentence. Nothing bad could follow that. He says, so the bisexual thing. Is that why we got into a fight in Washington, D.C.? We got into a fight in Washington, D.C. in March of 2023. And I said, are you asking if me being bisexual is the reason I called Chester A. Arthur a dickhead? Sure. It's a little bit of that, a little bit of how he handled the 1883 tariff crisis, whatever, man. But I was worried about being rejected by my dad, and I realized he used me coming out as an excuse to bring up a 2.5-year-old argument that he won. That's so petty. My dad is at least bisexual. Those are the actions of an entire gay throuple. Like, he's down for the cause. How am I doing on time, by the way? Perfect. Got 1 minute. All right. So I'm going to roll the dice here. Let's see what we're doing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Let's see how we do. Ooh, what is that? 17. Perfect. Monster therapy. Excellent. I just came from therapy, and I had to, I'm kind of going to work in a date here thing. I had to tell about a new lover I have. Yeah, thank you. The second time I went over to this lady's house. I go in. She's like, sit down for a second. She's getting ready. She comes out and says, she's got like a little bag, and she's like, hey, I've got a dog collar and leash that I want you to put on. Which is intimidating, but I'm a good boy, so I'm like, all right. I know the signs of a walk coming. She had peanut butter on the counter. I was like, things are going my way. Things are going to be great. We get into it a bit. It's rough. I'm not going to be too graphic here. It's a bit rough. But there is a point where she's kind of choking me with the collar, and she's like, tell me your secrets, which is an insane thing to say. I felt like I was Masood in 2001. I was like, the questions are getting mean. All right. I'm sort of losing oxygen in my brain, but I'm having a very good time, so I sort of blurt out of nowhere, I love you. Yeah, okay, so you guys got ahead of me a little bit there. Now that is true in this situation. I can tell already. She says, don't make this weird, which is a perfect cap to that. I was like, release the choke collar. Let's just talk it out. I'm gonna roll one more for them. Am I good for one more? All right, I'm gonna roll one more. Let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, who's answering here? Oh, a 1. A natural 1, Chris. Godzilla's lawyer. Okay. Try to think of how to. I just. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you're gonna hear a lot of things about my client today. You're gonna hear that he's a menace to society. You're gonna hear that he has ruined several neighborhoods in New York City. Although I would argue gentrification did much worse. All I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, to remember, please, it is impossible for a lizard American to get a fair trial in this city. That's all I'm saying. I'm calling for a change of venue. Guys, I've been Tommy Spears. Keep it going for your host. Have a good night.